We're back. It's the Bridge Show again. Here we go again. And you know what? And I got another new hat too. Did you notice that? Did you notice I got another new hat? Did you know that, Valentine? Could you tell? It wasn't a repeat. I don't do the repeat piece, you know?
Right.
So how you do? How'd your week go this week? How were you? Were you very busy? I know you're always busy. Huh? No, you weren't. Okay. Well, I was. I worked and I played and I worked some more. I love to work. You know, I'm just a working guy. That's what I like to do. Hey, we all got to work, right? We got to make a living, right? What do you think about that? You know?
What do I think about it?
Right.
You just so into that hat.
Right.
You and your hat.
I know it. I like
That's
my
okay.
hat. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay.
You know, I try to be around people who have a certain style and just a flair and all of this stuff. So, I mean, I try to maintain that. That's what I try to do, right? Well, shouldn't I? Hey,
Okay.
you know what? I'm not looking for your approval on this. I'm just telling you, this is what I'm going to do.
My stamp is nowhere on that.
Well, look, you know, when we talk about fashion, I see you got all kinds of colors on your fingernails and everything. I mean, what's going on there? You know, is that the fashion statement for you today? Huh? Wait, no comment. No comment.
No comment.
Okay, well, but anyway, back to the week. I am
back to the week. What's going on?
We're back to the week. We are at the Bridge Show
Did you enjoy your weekend? The Bridge Show.
I enjoyed my weekend. I'm here on the Bridge Show again. I've got the opportunity.
Back.
Oh, I'm back. You know, sometimes I get lost in space, but I'm back. And we're at the Bridge Show.
We had a beautiful week.
Good. That's lovely.
We had a beautiful week. I kicked it with my son. You know, I enjoyed the weather. My birthday was all week.
Right.
You know, I'm a Pisces, and I just enjoyed my birthday. The weather was beautiful. I had summer and didn't even understand it, but I sought to want to understand it.
Right.
It was different. It was beautiful.
Right.
And I'm just pretty much blessed to have that.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Everything is always the same.
Yeah.
So, like this lady came into the restaurant and she was like, "Oh, it's just too hot." And I'm like, well, be careful what you ask for. Not only that, be careful what you attract.
Right.
Because what you let come out your mouth, you're trapping that attention. You're drawing whatever you send out. It's gonna come back to you.
Exactly.
So she was like, "Ooh, I needed that. I'm so glad you just said that." So that was just something touching. But when you tell somebody something good, and I think that's a part of me, who I am, even just being here on the Bridge Show,
right.
That to our listeners, to our viewers, just to everybody, we appreciate y'all listening, tuning in. And it's a reason why we're here. It's a reason why I'm here. It's a reason why I'm doing this show. And that's even if that's just to tell somebody one good word.
Right.
I'm here.
They could help change their lives. I mean, that's what we talk about when we talk about a bridge.
Right.
Because anything that you hear, I've thought about different things that I've tried to do personally. And sometimes if you get an individual who does understand what you're trying to accomplish, then he can help you. It could just be one word. Like you mentioned, one good word, one good line of thinking, and then all of a sudden things work like they're supposed to. You know, you can understand, you can get where you need to be as it relates to trying to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish.
Absolutely, Mr. Whitmore.
Right. And that's what we try to do. So, I mean, hey, I'm the hungry twin. I'm the guy who is interested, of course, in opportunity, in situations. Right, exactly. That, always that. Situations, good situations, because I want people to be able to look at us and what we try to say and talk about and know that we are trying to help them to maybe guide their lives in the proper direction. Oh,
very good.
I meant to tell
well,
you.
Good for you, Mr. Whitmore, for guiding us and telling us into the right
Think about this, my buddy.
Direction.
And I talked to you about this a little bit, so just a little bit on the news.
What?
Michael Woodson.
Who's your buddy?
Michael Woodson.
Who's your buddy?
Head coach.
Head who?
Head coach.
That's what you get, because you wouldn't even let me announce who's your buddy.
Michael Woodson. Michael Woodson. He now is the head coach.
Now what?
The head coach for
really?
the New York Knicks.
Cool.
The Knickerbockers. Now, you know, and let's
New
talk
York
about
Knicks.
that.
That's in New York.
In New
Okay.
York, right. Now, let's talk about that a little bit, too, because they had a problem with their coach, okay? So you got all these guys making millions of dollars. We talked about that, not necessarily.
I wish you
been
let
happening.
me ask you the question. You just sound like you just.
I want to tell the whole story. Can I tell the whole story? Well, listen.
Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna let you tell the first 30 minutes, and I'm gonna come right back. So you can get that together.
Is that why he said 35 when you take the break?
Exactly.
Okay, you got everything under control here. Okay.
He's the New York Knicks head coach.
Oh my
Okay, so
God.
go back. So ask me a question because I want to tell you something about this. I want to tell
I'm
you
trying
something.
to ask you the question.
Okay, go.
Okay, Leroy, calm down. I mean, Mr. Whitmore. The question is, I don't know. What do you want me to ask you now?
Okay, ask me about Mike. I mean, how do I know him? And
Okay, how do you know Mike?
well, of course, in that he enjoyed Whitmore's barbecue. Of course, he came to Cleveland. He was third assistant at the time. He was with Randy Whitman. Okay,
Who is Randy Whitman?
That was the head coach for the Cleveland Cavaliers at the time.
What time was this?
This was probably like in the late, like 2000, 2001. Randy Whitman
Did Brev
was there.
play then?
Brev was there. Brevin Knight was there. My friend Brevin Knight. Yes, that's when I met him. He's cool too, right? But Mike was here. Then he came into the restaurant. And I didn't even know who he was. I just thought he was a guy who just happened to be walking in. You know, he was African American by descent. We were downtown Cleveland, and he said, "Vance, I want some of these pork chops and this greens and macaroni cheese that you have."
Greens and macaroni.
And okay, so now let me give you a little side, right. Let me give you a little side comment on that too. I always remember what people eat. I always so I can remember a guy, and if I don't remember his name, I know what he eats. So if I walk up to him and he thinks that I know him, and I don't say his name, all I say is, "Hey, did you want another pork chop dinner?" Okay, but this was this guy. He said, "Okay, listen, I want to get a couple of those. I get you a couple of the pork chop dinners, but do you want a couple of tickets?" And I'm like, "Tickets to who? Tickets to where?" And he said the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wow.
You know, so he said, "Well, I'm third assistant. Did you guys want some tickets?" So, you know, we developed a relationship. I feed him a couple pork chops. He always gave me a couple of tickets. So that was cool, you know. He left here, and then he ended up with another coach in Detroit, Larry Brown. Larry Brown was the coach, and he was second assistant.
Who is who? I didn't already forgot. Now, what were we talking about
This
again?
is Mike Woodson, man. This is my head coach. This is my head coach.
Now, this is how you met Mike Woodson,
That's how I
or
met
the
him.
head of the Cavaliers?
Right, I met Mike Woodson there
Okay.
because I didn't meet the head coach there, Randy Whitman. Never did meet him. But Mike continued to come into the restaurants. So
He's not from Cleveland.
No, he's
is
not
he?
from Cleveland. He went to Indiana University. He lives down in Atlanta presently, but he went to
He
Indiana
was the Atlanta head coach.
He was the
though,
Atlanta
right?
head
I
coach because he
remember
left
that
there,
beard.
right?
Yeah.
He left there. He left Larry Brown in Detroit. Then he went over to Atlanta. It was maybe one or two other assistant coaches' jobs that he got.
Cool.
But then he ended up with Atlanta, and he was there for about 4 years. Took him to the playoffs, but couldn't get past LeBron James. And so they lost twice.
LeBron James couldn't when he was on Cleveland?
Yeah, he tried to beat them. They had the team second round, third round, whatever it may have been, semifinal, trying to play against the Cavs, and they beat Atlanta. So that probably was his demise. He got fired.
But sometimes things happen, and we don't know why. But if we just keep pushing and pushing through, we end up where we want to be. Sometimes we be so stung and shocked, like, man, I wanted to get there, and it get cut off, and that's not our way. We got to go to get where we got to get to.
Right.
Sometimes it's a detour to get us out of the way of some things, the things we don't even understand.
Right.
So now he's in a better place.
Now he is. Now he ends up this guy.
But he has to show himself.
Right, he does.
He's in a position that he has to prove himself that he's any good at all.
Valentine, he's won 4 in a row. They've not lost a game since he's been coach. So they're saying he might get the opportunity to coach. They're talking about Phil Jackson.
He got to show himself.
Right, he got to show himself now. He got to come up.
But at least he know what he's up
He got
against.
it. He got it. He mentioned, and this is what I wanted to discuss, was what that locker room problem. You got the same players. They didn't get any new players. But what would be, what do you think is the problem in a situation like that where the guys won't play for one coach? These all guys are getting paid.
It's all about it's definitely about a relationship.
Right.
Even with saying I love you, you could say you love me, but if you don't show me that you love me, where is the relation to what is being acted out?
Right.
You could tell me to go pick up the ball, go do some laps, but if you're not consistent in doing what you say, meaning what did it say? Practice what you preach.
Exactly.
It's just a model. People know more by seeing you do certain things.
Right.
So if he has character, he does the things that he said he does. He's very diligent and being a teacher.
Right.
And not also just a boss. You know, and
Right.
I think those guys will probably look up to him because he's the much as you be talking. Mike Wilson.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you because a lot of times I've met some of the guys, and he played a little professional ball for about 7, 8, maybe 10 years.
It's gonna be a challenge.
Yep, it is. I mean, he's over there. Then he ended up coaching because he liked the game so much.
Challenge.
That's right. And he said he loves it. That's the type guy he is. He said, "Hey, I want to have it. You know, I want to do the
But
things
what is that?
I
What
do."
is these challenges we face?
Right.
And I mean, it's not really about the challenges. It's really about the action, but the power is with the reaction.
Right.
Things come up, and it's about how we react to
Right.
certain situations.
That's true.
It's how how everything runs and plays out.
Right. And you know what? And I think that's where he's at because he dealt with that challenge of his first coaching job, losing that, and then now getting into what was actually bigger because he went from Atlanta, which is a big metropolis. We both know that. But he went to New York. 8 million stores in the naked city, they say. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's 8 million stores, right? Exactly.
Brooklyn.
Hey, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So it's cool. I mean, I'm like real happy for him. I do look forward to us interviewing him.
Absolutely.
They're going to be here
cool.
in Cleveland next month. So we'll have an opportunity to interview him. I called out, reached
cool.
out to him today. So we'll be able to interview him there and discuss just some of the things that he's going through. He talked about too, because they went to him and said, well, they've won these 4 games and all of this stuff. And why now is it so much better that you're here and all of that stuff? And he said, well, really, this is just how this goes. I'm not going to necessarily, he's a humble guy. He said, I'm not necessarily going to take any credit for it, all of these wins that we got now all of a sudden. But you know, I'm here to do what I need to do as a coach, you know. Right. And that's what I like about him. He's a humble guy. He's a guy who is teachable.
They want to trick you too.
Right.
I mean, it's so easy to put all these goodie bags in your face and get all this in your face, and then once you lynch onto it and like it, then it probably take it from you.
Exactly.
I don't know what you call that,
but it happens.
It's like people get rich and looking for love, looking for money. They ain't looking for money. They ain't looking for love. They looking for the money.
In all the wrong places, right?
Right.
In all the wrong places. They looking for love in all the wrong places. But you know, again, back to even my whole contention was, again, you got these guys get coaches fired, don't want to play, don't want to respond to, don't want to listen to that direction. What do you think? I mean, I know they're young guys, but what do you think?
I think we should learn a lot from LeBron James. I really do. I think he was a leader, and you have to really be aware of who leaders can do and what they can do, and just because they are in a leader position doesn't mean they will lead them into a positive and more mature. Sometimes some leaders want, and not just LeBron, some leaders just want to be overshadowed. They want all the attention. They become this whole different person because you made this. I mean, you helped make this person become who and whatever he is now. But it's hard to go back once you get so high up there, because once you fall down, that's a hard fall to take, you know. And we love LeBron. We cheered on for him. Oh, LeBron, and that's what we have now. So, but you have to stay humble, man. Whatever you get, you know, it could be all taken away from you. You can hit the lotto and you can wish for this and wish for this and wish. But if you ain't really got a good plan, you're gonna end up losing it anyway. You just never know. Just enjoy the fresh air we have. Just enjoy being free, because there's a lot of people that's locked up right now and they don't have nothing, the things and the luxuries that we have, and it's some of the things we want, but we still got necessities. And matter of fact, we probably got everything that we need. We might not have everything that we want, but we pretty much got everything we need.
Exactly.
So we just need to take a moment and just to say, I got everything I need and I don't have to worry about nobody else's stuff. And I'm gonna manage this little bit till I get some more. And that's all. It's just being a good steward, a good manager over this little bit. And then you can grow yourself up, but don't just try to go get the whole thing, because you're gonna act, oh my God, you can't imagine what you'll probably do. So
that's true. You know, and you mentioned the guys who who have it and or who are locked up or in bad situations. We have a guy who's 19 years old now, and he's the leader of the Cavs. Okay, now what's the difference, or is there a difference between him, that's the 19-year-old, and the guy that's 19 locked up now, maybe selling dope or he robbed somebody or killed somebody? What's the difference?
The difference, I want to say, the 19-year-old that's in jail, he has a dream. He still has a dream. And the one is 19, he has a dream. But somehow the one is 19 and he's living his dream. Mm-hmm. But it's really sad that, you got to keep dreaming, right, regardless of what circumstances you're in. You can't say because you're in jail your dream is dead. You didn't kill your dream. Mm-hmm. That's not fair. That's not fair to say that to faith or to hope. So I would say that you have more work to do. You don't know what that 19-year-old that's playing for the Cavs right now sweat and cried and practice and it did what he had to achieve what he has today. People be like, man, how did he get this? How did he get that? Man, stop looking at that person and worry about what it is that you worry about the good things of that person, because I believe the way you look at someone projects who you are inside. And if you looking at a person, oh, they all just oh man, they suck and he just ain't right. Well, that's the interior motive. That's how you look at yourself. And you got to be careful what you put out there, because it's going to come right back. So, be careful with your words, because our words have power. And once you understand the power and the ability and the things
within the words
that they can be used for, they can be used for healing. They can be used for, I just said a couple of words to this young lady, and she just got out of jail, and actually she was staying at a home, and I was gonna get some workers from there because I was about to start my cleaning business, and I wanted to find out if some girls was there. So I had a mentor, and I had went over to a workshop, and she was there, and it was a reverend there. She was my mentor, and we listening, and it was like what the reverend was saying didn't get to her, and I like feeling vibes and spirits and all that stuff. You know me. So I'm kind of deep, but she was something just told me to say something to her, and I just said, you know what, you're gonna be all right, and whatever you going through, don't even worry about it. And I just seen something just had to get up off her. It was just like something was just literally just weighing her down and pushing her down, and she just got up like, woo, a little bit. I don't know what it was. Lifted. I felt it. She felt it. I seen it. I don't know how you can see something that's invisible, but it was just like it was just so amazing. I was just like, wow. And you know what? Because something was just weighing her down, and she was tired, and she
about life. About her situation.
You don't know what somebody's going through. You don't know what heartache they going through, what they didn't achieve, what they mad at. But we can't beat up on themselves. Let alone we got to stop beating up on ourselves. So just to be available for people that might want to say, man, I done had a messed up day, instead of saying, yeah, you right, me too, stop kicking me down too.
Don't add that to it.
Add some separation to certain things that should not be there, and just divide it a little bit so you can have some room.
Well, but I think that's.
But my brother just came home from doing 8 years, and I definitely want to have him here one day, because he just did 8 whole years, maybe a little bit more than that. But I haven't seen him or talked to him in about 6. So, and we grew up together, same mom, same dad. He's about the same complexion as him, probably even.
Maybe
they might be in the same bloodline.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you know what? And this is what I think we have with this, and this is what I really want to make sure that people understand about the Bridge Show, is that we all have had difficult situations, problems. We all fall down, But again, the question becomes, will we get up? And I've often thought about that. So I think that this is what we offer. That hopefully, with some of the things that we discuss, some of the things that we bring in, as we continue to introduce ourselves,
that's what's up,
that we can give them opportunity to look at something new, something fresh, something positive.
He has to be able to come home and feel a little love. I ain't gonna give him too much, because we had separated for reasons.
Right.
Even religions, he's a Muslim. because it's two different ways. It's a
Right,
it's a
Muslim
Muslim
and
and a
yeah.
Muslim.
Right.
So and I'm a Christian, and you're a Jehovah's Witness. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what religion, the color. I don't care. As long as your heart is good. And I'm going to try to keep mine good, too.
That's right. That's the key.
It doesn't matter.
Hey,
so I don't try to
because
force myself on
we
nobody.
know-
But my thing is, that's how we broke up. But we'd definitely bring him in and talk about that. But now it's definitely a time for him to learn being out and being free and learning things
Right.
that'll help him, you know, because he's still kind of, he's funny now. He's just real funny. I'm not used to seeing somebody that I can't see inside somebody I don't know.
Right.
That's just too personal. But somebody that I know that I grew up with for my whole life,
Right.
and just he like,
Yeah.
I just see him like rat-a-tat-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat.
Right.
It's just like, wow.
Well, I mean, you know,
Wow.
again, in that situation,
Mansfield, Lucasville, he
Right.
was, whew,
when you're in
my
those
God.
situations, it's just, you know, it almost develops a paranoia, you know. So I mean, you gotta. With that being said, it puts you into a different mindset, and so now, even when you come out, you still have those things. And again, we can even discuss that, because when you discuss incarceration, you know, is that really the best way to go about doing anything, even as it relates to rehabilitation or an opportunity to change somebody's thinking?
Absolutely not.
Right. That's how I feel.
But that's just another way to hold you back. But you have to be aware of that also, and you have to be aware of the ones that's not physically incarcerated, but they are spiritually and mentally,
emotionally, and everything.
and
else.
emotionally
Locked
incarcerated.
down, you know
I
what I'm saying?
mean,
locked out.
whew,
That's what,
goodness.
And this is what we need to, like, in all of these situations. People need to know
Oh, my
what they should
God.
do, and you know, and
but
I'm
it's
saying how-
people that's locking up people.
Right.
What is that?
But you know what? It's unfortunate, but sometimes maybe even egotistically, an individual may feel that at some point he has something more to offer or is better in some way, shape, or form.
But that's
than someone else.
corrupt.
That's all corrupt. That's demonic.
And
that's
it's darkness.
Not good. It's, right.
And it's also demonic.
Right,
also.
it is. So all of these things will cause the separation in your
Right.
thinking, to think that, now, you know, to even think, to look down upon. You think
Oh,
about,
yeah.
when you discuss Christianity, you talk about Jesus. I mean, so humble that the children ran to him. You know, he never was arrogant in his movement, you know.
But children
and we
know,
should-
man.
They do. They do.
Children,
From the mouth of babes.
oh my
from
God,
the mouth
they
of
feel
babes,
something when you
every
listen to
single
them
time.
talking.
That's
They
right.
can just read. It's like they smell you. Like you can smell the rain. Like you can just smell it.
That's right.
And they just
know.
so
Well, you know,
innocent.
and
oh my God.
if you look at the vibe that you send out, even if somebody is arrogant, you know, they are so condescending in their movement.
Right.
You know, they don't even want to be involved with people. They don't want to talk to people. They're so interested in being heard and being seen. They interested in you understanding them and not necessarily them understanding you.
But we got to also realize we all carry that same gift. Regardless we grown up or not. We still carry that innocence. We
Right.
still carry that
Like a
little
baby.
kid.
Yep.
We
Like a
still have that. From a little kid, we remember what we that's how we're able to understand and identify what's this and what's that, and it's nothing that far that has changed.
Right, exactly. Well, and that's what again, all of these things are the premise or what we're trying to accomplish with
Well,
this
we
show.
definitely have to get ready to go on our
with
break.
this show. With this show.
With
we need
this
to know.
show.
We need to know. This show is coming up. Chris going to be playing music in a minute. But when we come back, we're going to discuss a few more of these things and then go into
That's
some
cool.
other things.
That's
okay,
great.
some fresh
Let's do that.
thinking and bridge-like thinking.
Every
Bridge
Wednesday.
is someplace up every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. The Hungry Twin
10?
at 10. Twin.
At
10.
10?
10.
It's not. It's 8 to 9.
8, twin at 8, twin at 8, and Valentine.
We better take some breathing lessons. 8, 9, 10.
Twin, you know.
Give me your time, and I'll try to give you mine. It's such a waste of time.
Call the show toll free. 1-888 668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you. Having problems with your home computer or business PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe the Printer Guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Due to great consumer demand, Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous Cocaine Energy Supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at reduxdirect.com. That's reduxdirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. You can become a member by logging on to lovecocaine.com. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on MorningShowCentral.com.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
MSC Radio Network weather is sponsored by NeoWeather.com. I am forecaster Brian Ivy. Well, I'm sure everybody had the AC on, or at least the windows and doors open today, as we made it up to another record high temperature of 83 degrees. That's just 1 degree shy of the all-time record for a March high temperature. Looking at tonight, we will see clear skies throughout the evening into the overnight, with temperatures dropping throughout the 70s into the 60s by about 11 p.m. and falling to a low temperature tonight of 57. A few more clouds will be around for Thursday, with a high temperature of 80 degrees. We'll go with a partly cloudy sky there. Slight chance of an isolated thunderstorm around the area in the afternoon and evening. Should not be any kind of a big deal at all. We'll increase the clouds a little bit Thursday night into Friday and go with a mainly cloudy forecast for Friday. There's a slight chance of some rain throughout the afternoon. We'll reach a high temperature of about 75, but a much better chance of some rain and storms Friday night into Saturday.
I'm in the mood to dance.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio.
It's driving me crazy. It's like a mind puzzle, an awesome mind puzzle.
Right here on MorningShowCentral.com. You're listening to MSC Radio Network, and like anything else on the internet, it runs on computers. Lots of computers. And you know, when you're dealing with computers, hard drives sometimes crash. That happened here at MSC, and you know what saved them? Rectiphy backup software. Don't believe us? Well, ask yourself this question. Are you backed up? Probably not. So don't be that guy and wait till it's too late. MSC did their research and tried tons of different backup programs and chose Rectiphy backup software. You know, peace of mind is priceless, and Rectiphy can give you and your computer system that peace of mind. Find out more at rectify.com. That's RECTIPHY.com.
Hey, it's Big Daddy from The Marty Allen Show. Catch the replay of The Marty Allen Show every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern right here on MSC. Now, my show airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. and Saturdays at 2 at MartyAllenShow.com. But you can catch the best of The Marty Allen Show every Thursday at 7 p.m. right here on Morning Show Central. So if you want all the latest sports news, entertainment news, and everything else that's going on in the world, then tune into my show live at MartyAllenShow.com and the best of the replays right here at MorningShowCentral.com. Get MSC and get cooking, baby.
Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Okay, we're back. The Brand Show.
We're back from that long break.
That was a long break too, wasn't it? You know, a lot of commercials. Chris has to pay the bills too, right? You got to pay the bills too. You know, and that's something to talk about. Advertisement. you got to advertise. I guess it's all about the money in this world. The money in this world. You got to get money in this world every single time.
You got to say how that M-O-N-E works.
Right. It got to work. You know, it's and you know, I've been able to talk to a lot of people because with us being in business.
Well, what are we going to talk about?
About
now?
business, about money. About money. That's always exciting. People, when they learn about money, they learn about something special, you know. And if they learn how to get money, they learn about something special. So that I always think about that because that's something that when you talk about business.
I think I want to discuss.
What are you discussing? You got something? You pulling up some type of special topic or something? Or no?
Let me look under that hat. Let me see what type of rabbit I'm about to pull.
You got to pull out.
I wonder how many listeners we got out there.
Yeah, hopefully, it's just quite a few. And for those who are listening,
right.
we want to save something that makes sense to them. You know what I'm saying? So, what is a wise word that you have? One wise word. Say it.
Don't make me.
Say one wise word. You can say one wise. Say one wise word. Something that our listeners can say. Okay, this is what they're about. These guys understand something about life, right? The bridge show. Something about life is always important.
Be independent.
Okay, independence. What is that about to you? What is independence to you?
Leave me alone. I'm independent.
Okay, but then what is it now? What does independence entail now? Okay, you could just holler out, I'm independent, but what do that mean?
Hey, leave me alone. I'm independent. That's what it means.
And that will get you where? Because if you're out there in the water, no boat, and you're independent, say, leave me alone because I can't.
Obviously, if you are in the water, right. In the boat, what you think?
That's cool.
What you mean? What are you throwing out there? Cool. I'm going to throw it right back.
Exactly.
What's up?
Okay, well, let me say this. Now, what about the economy piece? When you talk about what's going on in this world, because you got a lot of people that didn't work with people. They were independent in their movement, and now they don't have any money.
We don't do that here in Cleveland. We're not about independent. We're not about people doing what they need to do. We're more so about people actually helping you not to do the things. I don't even know if you can relate that to helping.
Right.
But people can't stand you doing something good.
Right.
Because they can't see themselves ever becoming something more than they are.
Right.
And what they want to be. And what they want to be is a dream until they walk it out and until it comes into reality. Because you can dream, you can think all day until you actually say, hey, this is what I want to do.
Right.
So, whatever.
Well, that's the world we live in. And again, you mentioned specifically Cleveland. And I think about, I've been other places too when you talk about finance, independence.
Atlanta is for black people. Living down there in Atlanta for 5 years in Decatur, Georgia, you just, oh my God, DeKalb County, oh my God.
Right.
You can smell it. You can smell it in the air. They are so for entrepreneurs.
Right. Trying to help.
It's so in the air. Here, no. Never seen it. Don't know about it. They live and they go there, or it's just unheard of.
And isn't it, don't you think it's fear? Don't you think part of that is fear, like even in Cleveland? Is it fear of failure? Is it fear of the unknown?
Fear of success. How about that?
Okay, it could be. It could be.
A fear of a chance that I might succeed.
But I don't, a lot of times I don't think people think that, even though it may be. But
I thought that.
Okay, well, I didn't. I never have. But
I'm not you.
Right, exactly. And I'm saying that to say, is this what the climate of Cleveland when you discuss finance?
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. If you discuss finance and you discuss all these things, is this the climate of Cleveland? Is this what makes people tick in Cleveland or not?
First of all, only thing that's going to make you tick is whatever makes you tick. I'm a different businesswoman. You're a different businessman. We are both two different people in business, but we are split down the middle, totally different. And I'm not just talking about DNA. I'm talking about different.
Right.
You know, you grasp things a certain way, you look at things a certain way, and I look at things and grab things right head on. You might be more so, and I'm more so like, come here. We're just different.
Right.
We're different.
And you know what?
You can lie about it.
Is there anything wrong with difference though? I don't think a difference is necessarily wrong. Like even if I do it maybe more laid back and you do it more aggressive.
But see, it's just all about understanding the conversation content.
Right.
It's all about, now if the content was about, oh, you're just different.
Right.
Oh, you're just totally different. Then you have to flow with that.
Right.
You're like I said, we're different.
Right.
And you can't change it.
Right.
We're not twins.
No.
Even though you have a twin.
I'm a twin.
You are a twin, but you and him are totally different.
And I'm the
you have
hungry
the
twin.
same DNA,
Yeah.
but
Right.
there's no one person like another person. I'm
Right.
sorry,
Right.
y'all different.
Right,
You
exactly.
can be mad at me. You can be mad at me later. You can be mad at me a little bit more. But y'all twins and y'all still different.
Right.
So what are you going to say about that? You can cook a rib. You can make one rib that's the bomb. You can't make another one just like that. It's different.
Right.
You probably can. You could do that because
Similar.
that's who you are.
Similar. Yeah, very
No
similar.
problem.
Right.
But it ain't happening.
And that's cool.
It ain't happening. You and your twin got the same DNA.
Exactly.
But you're different.
Now, but when you talk about a business atmosphere, when you
Okay.
discuss a business movement, because I'm thinking about even some of the people that we'll have on as we progress.
Talking about food, I'm getting hungry.
Oh, you get hungry?
Let's go back to the restaurant.
No, we ain't going back to the food right now. We got to still think about business, because I'm saying now,
Restaurant,
even
business.
right when you think about that, because that's a
You
whole
know they
different
missing us
business.
this hour. They
not.
going crazy.
They miss us.
You know they talking
They
about we
miss us.
slanging them chicken wings
Right,
like,
they
no.
love it.
And
And,
like,
hey, and that's business. That's business. When they taste us, hey, if we're consistent, don't you think? Now, okay, let me ask you something about business.
What?
What about now? Wouldn't you think that the key to success in business is what?
What I think you
Right.
got to ask
What
me a little bit more directly. I feel as though it's a curveball
Right,
indirectly.
but what do you think the key to
Okay.
business is? What
Okay.
like if it was one word that you, again, back to these
What do
one
I
word.
think a key to business is?
What would be consistent?
Failure.
Failure. Okay. As in?
You better fail at a couple of things first before you get off into some business.
But do you have to? But do you have to? But do you have to? Because some people.
asked me what was my key.
Right. Okay. So
and
you
I
said
had to-
failure. You
I
said
had to-
failure. But I'm
I
saying.
didn't appreciate that because when I failed, I felt like I wasn't worthy. I felt like it wasn't for me. I felt like it wasn't my time.
Right.
That's what I learned.
Right.
But that wasn't true. That
Right.
was just a
Well,
lie. That
so-
was just something to get me detoured. And I'm saying that I had to go that way for me to really get what I have and appreciate it more.
Right. Because okay.
Everybody's different.
So yours
What's
is
your
failure.
key? What is your key?
I would say consistency. I would say
no,
consistency.
you would. That's what I say.
But I'm saying I would say
I say that all the time.
Okay.
But you're
Listen,
not the
listen.
consistent.
Now,
I'm
listen.
the consistent.
And that
No,
could be
that
could be the
steal
case.
my
That
word.
would be well. See,
Chris,
you had
Bill.
opportunity. You had an opportunity to bring it out, and you didn't bring that one word out. So now I brought the word out. I'm saying
And we
consistent.
know that you are a word
I would say consistent.
stiller.
Listen, well, you know what they said about.
See, you brought it out your mouth, but I'm gonna bring it out.
But this is what they said about.
That's what they said.
They said successful business
Okay.
and big business will look at a good opportunity and steal shamelessly. See, so I'm saying that at any point,
Baby, you can say the word, but you ain't got no action.
But I'm telling you,
You ain't got no action. You can't tell me nothing.
The action is about consistency. You know what
No. It
my
don't
action,
even sound right
my
when you say it. It's
reaction is consistency. That's what I'm
It
trying
don't
to tell
even
you.
glow on your face
Well,
like
you
it
know,
glow on
in
mine.
that I'm the verbologist.
Spell
You see
verbiage.
what I'm saying?
Spell it.
That-
Okay.
It ain't got nothing to
Moving
do with
right
spelling.
along.
You know, it's not a
Moving
damn
right along.
spelling bee. This is consistency.
You're right.
You know?
This is not a spelling bee. You look like Honey Bee, but it's definitely
Yeah,
not.
And you know what? It's because I have this stylish peach shirt on in my honeycombed hat.
And you trying to
know
steal
what
my
I'm saying?
stylist mode too? You can have it.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why I
What can
put
I
you
say?
like a bee. I'm the real honey.
Honey bee.
I got on my American flag,
Exactly.
but I'm the real honey.
I see what you got over the red, white, the blue. You know what I'm saying? Old glory, you know. But anyway, again, back to business in Cleveland and thinking about how people succeed. I'm also thinking about the country because you got a lot of, even this year's election year, and business really drives a lot of things within the country even. Because if the business is doing well,
a new
taxes are done.
for me to be able to look at businesses on a whole another platform. I mean, I'm looking and I'm respecting and I'm checking, and there's certain things that I'm following my little book that, you know, it can take me to another level. Only the good, because that's what's going to keep me going up. The negative, I can just leave that alone, because, I mean, it's a lot of things that people might approve of what you're doing. And it's not right, but you just got to stay positive. The time is short. We about to leave out of here in a little bit. We be here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, the
8 o'clock,
Bridge
the
Show.
Bridge Show.
So, I mean, time is just real short right now, and we about to go back to work. So, we glad we got our listeners out here. Make sure y'all Facebook us. Make sure y'all stay connected with us and call in and write us. Do whatever you can.
Everything,
And
just
just
so we
stay in
know.
touch with us. So,
And that's key. So,
even
I
if
mean-
you want, you can come hang out with us. Come to the green room. We'll bring some grubs,
Some barbecue,
food.
chicken
We love
wings.
y'all. We appreciate y'all. So we
Exactly.
definitely want to let you guys know that.
Now,
So.
you know, let me say something. So we're talking about business.
What?
We're talking about Whitmore's now. Let's turn this whole
We're
conversation
talking about
to Whitmore's.
Valentine Whitmore.
Valentine's Whitmore. 222. Come see us over there.
Yeah.
Valentine Whitmore. You're going to see the Hungry Twin. You're going to see Valentine. But the thing here is, too, that I'm interested in, and now this is business because a lot of people are dealing with this healthy option thing. You know, for years, we were able to cook chicken wings and, you know, maybe some foods that were a little more fatty in content, okay?
Well,
but now
I'm
we're going to
sorry,
change it.
I'm
We're going
not-
to change it a little.
I'm
a
not,
little.
I'm not leaning towards that because I'm doing that already. But I do want to take a peek, since we got a couple of minutes, about money, sex, and cheating.
Okay. Well, what are we talking
What
about?
is it? What is it when we got money, we want to go buy some sex? What is it?
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know.
No,
about
no,
that.
no,
You
no.
know,
Come on.
I don't know.
Now,
about-
what is
I don't
that
know about
face?
That. I'm saying, don't listen.
What is that
I don't know
see?
about that. I don't know about that. I
It's
don't
like
know
your
what you
face is
see.
stuck in
I don't know what you see. I don't know what you see. But I'm telling you now.
No, I
that
want to
listen,
know.
These
What
things.
is it?
Well, you know what? I think that.
No,
it's
see, you're
all
not gonna be
light-
true.
it's
So
all
you're gonna
light-
have to hold.
it's
You're
all
gonna have
light-
to
I'm
hold
gonna be
that.
true. I'm gonna be
about to
true.
pull them out.
I'm about to be true. I'm telling you now. Listen. Okay, I'm saying.
Security.
Listen.
You know we don't do that
All
here.
we saying is this, listen, when you have a couple of dollars, you're in a positive situation maybe in your life, things are happening nice, and you say to yourself, hey, I want to have a little fun. So this is a little fun.
I think buying a little bit of something could end up to be a whole lot of, let's say, entertainment in a good way.
Well, I'm saying to you that at that point, you're not thinking about all of that. All you're thinking is you got a couple of dollars, you got a happy time for yourself, and you're saying to yourself you're going to enjoy
why
yourself.
aren't we thinking about what we should be thinking about?
As in,
I'm not
As in?
knocking it because I've
Right.
been there. I've
Right.
been there. I did that. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Please don't get it. Don't think. Oh, I can make myself look innocent.
Right.
Don't.
you look
be,
so innocent though. You couldn't have done that. You could have been in
Don't
those
be fooled.
situations.
Don't be no fool.
You couldn't have been.
Don't be no fool.
But listen, it's you have the money. You're having a good time. You got your guys around, or maybe some who don't have as much or can't do certain things. At which point you figure, hey, well, it can't be so bad for you just to enjoy a little bit of special time with somebody. And if you got a couple of
you're not
dollars,
giving me something. You hold that. We already said about the couple dollars. We already know about the money on the table,
Right.
and the booty in the bed. Now come on,
Right.
bring it.
but I'm saying,
Bring it.
but that part of it is
Why is that? Why do we have a woman at home or a relationship at home, and we want to go buy us something,
Right.
Like it's a grocery store,
Right.
We just go buy us something. We just
hey.
go buy, and I don't care who you doing or what you doing. Why is it that we want to cheat? What is it about cheating? Why do we feel as though we have somebody but we don't have enough of what we have? So therefore, we have to go out and I'm gonna leave myself here and I'm gonna go take my other self and go here, and
Right.
then we come back to this, and then
Right.
it's
Well, I still
don't
think
know.
somebody's looking for something. I think we talked a little bit about
But
it
why
last
be
week.
in a relationship if you're not committed?
Well, I
'Cause
think
only one you.
But
really
there's something-
first,
there's
the first
something in the
one-
relationship.
The first one
There's
that you
something in the
are
relationship.
denying is yourself.
But there's something in the relationship
The first and
too.
the last person you're denying is yourself.
So if you got that person at home who may be clean, who may take care of
Okay.
the babies,
Yeah.
who may be there on a consistent basis and doing everything else that you need to do. But then maybe some of the things, what they say, they want a little freakiness or
come
whatever
on,
the case
you
may be.
gotta- okay.
Right. Well, I mean, but that's what you're at. So you figure, okay, she's not going to maybe deliver all of that, but she may deliver most of the other stuff. So you don't necessarily want to lose that individual. But you said to yourself, well, you
your
want
actions.
something. Well, and you probably will lose that individual.
Right.
But that's not what you think. Like you don't go into that situation and you say, well, I'm going
You
to
sure
go
don't
cheat.
go into that
Right.
situation.
But I'm
doing
saying you
nothing
don't
like that.
go and
because
say
the way you go into that situation, please believe you better hopes to come out. That's
Right.
like a fire.
Right.
You don't go into that burning fire
Right.
with your hat left
And
on
it-
a doggone truck.
Because you'll
You
probably
go
be
up-
burned up. You'll be
I'm
burned
just
up.
saying.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you don't
Oh, you
go
close
cheating on
everything.
the girl with them booty
Right.
shorts on, looking
Right.
good
Right.
when your wife gone at work making money, and you looking at her. Oh yeah, she gonna make you look good. You think
Right.
she's not gonna entice you even more?
Of course you would.
Because she wants you to lose
Of
all
course.
you got
Everything
and say
you got.
she did it.
But
and
that-
run away
that
with
person, That person is not thinking all of that right then. All he's thinking, or she's thinking about, is an opportunity to enjoy themselves, a pleasurable opportunity.
Pleasure.
Not necessarily happiness.
Pleasure is
pleasure.
not necessary responsibility.
No, it's not
pleasure is just a little fun.
Right. Just a little pleasure. That's all it is. And so at that point, none of these things are coming out. So now all you are looking at is that 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour, 2 hours, 2 weeks, the little sneaky freaky. That's all you're looking for.
Freaky.
Sneaky freaky. That's all it is.
Then if you're gonna be a freak, be a true freak.
Well, and that's understood, but you ain't trying to. You still want that piece at the house.
Why you can't be a true freak?
But because you ain't trying to. You're not trying to take everything away. Because she might don't understand it at the house. He might don't understand it at the house. See?
That don't understand you.
Right.
That's not even understanding enough to get into you.
Right.
Look, if you want to be a freak, look, you can't just throw the freak on nobody. We all know that.
Right.
You can't. But if you can't throw the freak all on nobody, then why you even want to freak around in the first place with that person? You should have some type of connection or a vibe, but it shouldn't just be about the money.
Right.
To a point. Don't get me wrong. Don't let that baby grow up to be an adult.
Right.
Like if you did it maybe once or twice, not saying it's right or wrong, but why you still doing like
Right.
what is it you really trying to keep look like? I don't know.
Well, hey, a lot of it you can't really figure out. All I'm saying is there are situations.
Actually,
that pop up.
I believe you're trapped into those situations. I think you're lured. I think you're
Right.
trapped.
Well, I mean, no doubt.
Only thing
No
is
doubt.
at
That's
the
gonna
end
happen. That's gonna happen.
is destruction.
Right. And
jacked
confusion,
up, somebody,
anger.
That's what's at the end
death.
of it. But
Death.
I don't even. I don't want to get to the end of it. And it's like You know, if you don't stand for something, you're bound to fall for anything. And I just hate to watch even the close friends around me want to cheat. If you with a guy, I know guys is with guys. I know girls is with girls, guys, or in a straight up relate, whatever. I don't care. You don't have to cheat on the person that you're with. I don't like that. That's one thing. I'll just be like.
On a happy note, the makeup session is good though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. We like the interjection there.
Yeah. If you get there, honestly. You know that's good. You know that's good.
But that's how it goes, though. So I don't know. And ultimately, unfortunately, it becomes a business in that deal. Because you get if you do have someone that you cheating with or whatever, they looking for certain advantages and situations that will allow them to do what they want to do. And so, I mean, it's just what it is.
It's not just what it is. It's just a place where we have to learn to own our space and don't let nobody come rob it from somebody else, because they don't really want you. They don't really want you, and you really can't stand having to pay for this person and this person. Then after a while, all your gifts look alike. You so jacked up. Valentine's Day, whoop whoop. Birthdays, you giving out the same gifts because you don't want to. I'm telling you, you're gonna be cocked at it after a while. You buy a whole case of them because it was on sale. You can't. It don't. You're not gonna win. Right. You're not gaining anything from that. So your best bet is just to be honest within yourself.
And that's what people should do. And unfortunately, this is not what happens. But that's definitely for those who, will listen or who understand or who will move that way. Hey, keep it real. If you keep it real, then you have a better situation.
What is keep it real?
Keep it real.
Keep it real meaning that you just tell your boo that you my boo, you my one and only boo. But should you tell her you got people calling you on the side? Should you let him know? Hey, I got a couple people calling me on the side.
Right.
You ain't gonna mind, are you?
Right.
I
mean,
they being honest and they being upfront.
All of that's part of it, but more than anything else, if you're in a committed relationship, be committed to the relationship.
What's being committed to a relationship? Because it seems like it's more about the words than it is about the relation.
I think
and when I mean words, I'm talking about it's a thin line.
Right, but you know what? I'm saying committed as in if you're not going outside of that relationship. If you, and I know even emotionally, if you start talking to somebody and sharing them some of the personal, intimate secrets of your life, even if you wasn't physically with them, then you've taken some of that commitment away. So if you stay away from that type movement, then I think if you knew somebody, that's one thing, but then you wouldn't spend a lot of time with that person anyway.
Whatever.
I mean, that's true. That's when you discuss commitment, because commitment would be to go and tell all and talk all and all that stuff.
You got some slick cheaters out here. You got some low down cheaters out here. You got some cheaters just don't give a out here. It's a lot of them. So you got to pick and choose which ones you're gonna deal with and which ones you can potentially work with
all the time
to get across that bridge.
Right.
So
and
we about to run out of time.
Yeah.
I know we're running down.
Yeah, we get.
But again, we want to say what's up. A shout out to our listeners and our viewers that's watching us live stream. That's what's up.
A podcast. See us later. See us now. See us later. Chris mentioned to us that guys have watched shows 2 years old and that type of thing. So if you see us 2 years from now, then heck, it was cool. Thanks for looking at us. I hope we still look decent when you see us 2 years from now. That's cool. So how's your week gonna go from here? You gonna work all week or what you doing?
Yeah, I started the salon, but I don't know. I'm gonna be real busy because I'm trying to be at the gym and trying to be here and trying to promote. Maybe we can catch Dream up the street. Maybe get an interview. Maybe I don't know. But it's just a lot of things we're doing this month. It's crazy.
We got Mike Woodson too. We're gonna try to go to New York and do some stuff with him, and I think that'll be nice. Maybe sneak over there with Carmelo and what's his wife's name? Lulu. What's her name?
Yeah, Lulu.
Lulu. You'll see her.
I'm gonna let her know. You said her name is Lulu.
Lulu, whatever.
You've been better off saying Nunu.
Nunu. Lee. We gonna try to get some back. I would say Lulu.
La. Her name is La.
Lulu. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Lulu. I hope she don't never see this. Well, I hope she does, but I hope she don't.
I'll email it.
La. We gonna get her right. Hey, well, I think we're at the end. It's the Bridge Show. It's the Hungry Twin. It's the lovely Valentine. And we are glad you guys watched us maybe today.
Yeah.
And look at us again and again and again.
Thanks, y'all. We love y'all. Thanks for sitting and watching
All right.
with us. And you guys have a safe and beautiful weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And
Make it
enjoy this
blessed.
weather. Don't get aggravated and too hot.
Oh, no, don't
Just
get
stay
hot.
positive.
Turn the air conditioner on, baby. Take a shower. A cold one.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll definitely be able to see y'all
All right.
very soon.
All right, come
Stay
here.
tuned in and
Look
hit
for
us
it.
up on our podcast.
Yeah,
or chat
Facebook us.
book.
Facebook us.
Facebook us.
Tell them you like us. You like us. We're good. We'll even get better. We're good.
That's what's up.